Well, welcome to this week's episode of Dirt Road Outdoors TV. On this week's episode, we're down in Pearsall, Texas at the G5 Ranch. I got my buddies from Pipeline Ridge coming in, Rod and Stacy Fry, and we're chasing big old axis deer.
Jason called and said this was a good spot to go, and we figured we'd give it a shot. He's not led me astray as of yet, so we'll see what happens.
Well, we ended up going to the local sporting goods shop. The guys got their hunting license. We're one step closer to chasing big axis deer.
Hi, I'm Clint Graff. I own and operate the G5 Ranch in Pearsall, Texas. We're located about an hour south of San Antonio, down here in the brush country. We got whitetail deer and about 25 species of exotic animals.
Well, the guys are licensed and ready to roll. Now we're going to go meet up with Clint and Angela over at the local barbecue restaurant. Introduce the guys to them. Then we're heading to the ranch to meet the guys and put a game plan together.
Hey, Rod Fry here with Dirt Road Outdoors and Pipeline Ridge here, checking out the G5 down in Pearsall, Texas.
We met again? We met already? What's up, Jason?
Our lodging consists of about 10 bedrooms. We can sleep around 30 people. We've got a nice pool and a nice pavilion area.
Well, the guys are going to unload their gear. We're going to go shoot the guns a few times. Then it's going to be time to head off hunting. Well, both guns are on. No excuses. Let's go find a big axis deer.
On this week's episode, you're going to see the guys coming down hunting trophy axis deer and black buck antelope.
All right, night number one. Travis is taking Rod. Stace and I are going off with Hunter. Let's see if we can't put a big axis deer on the ground. What you got, Stace?
First day, first night. Some more deer.
First night at the G5. Looking for a big axis buck.
Looking for them. Haven't seen it. I seen one earlier today. Some deer. Coming right behind us.
We're looking for a big deer that's unique for an axis buck. He's got two big extra points called devil tines outside of his fronts. And he's been hanging out at this spot. I haven't seen him in about a week, but he'll show up tonight.
Well, let's go check in on Rod and Travis, see how their first night at the G5 Ranch is going.
Yeah, the plans are we've got some really nice axis deer on the ranch. Got 3 or 4 that I've seen here in the past month or so. Just hard horning out, coming out of velvet. Should be a very interesting hunt.
Axis deer has always been on the bucket list, and they say that Clint has quite a few good ones here, so we're about to find out.
Well, it didn't take long. The guys had some black buck antelope out in front of them with one really good buck in the group. Well, it turns out the same blind they're hunting tonight, I hunted and filmed in back in November. And it's amazing how much different it looks from spring to fall. When we were here back in November, this area was just covered in big whitetail bucks.
Here with my good buddy Stacy, and he just has a black cloud everywhere we go. We're hoping he scores first.
Well, I'm sitting there filming Stace. Next thing you know, we hear a gunshot off in the distance. We know Rod got something. Let's go see what he got.
There we got arrived at the stand, got set up, barely got the clip in the rifle, and looked out, and here came a big buck. I brought my 6.5 Sauer 100 semi-target model. Can't wait to try it out on it. Loophole 3 to 15 VX5.
Lo and behold, we were, not too far into the hunt, and 3 young axis bucks came out with this big buck behind it. No doubt in my mind, was definitely a shooter. Rod made a phenomenal shot on the deer, about a 165-yard shot. Went 40, 50 yards and balled up, and watched him take his last breath.
Axis down. Another G5 Ranch, gnarly axis buck. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, look at that stud. Beautiful. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
We had to send a picture, big axis down, and Jason happened to be sitting with Stacy, and he said, "Go figure."
Well, Rod's one of them guys that's always been super lucky. Got himself a great axis buck. Got one down, one to go. Well, the big shooter never showed up for Stace. We did see a bunch of other axis bucks, that were half grown, just weren't quite ready to shoot yet. But all in all, pretty awesome night. Time to head back to the lodge, see what the chef's got cooking. Rod right there, he's the man. We are out of light, so we're going to bring this big dog back out tomorrow. Let you get a little better look at him in the daylight. Travis Burns is the man.
Again. Yeah. Got lucky.
Well, Rod and Stacy are both on a health kick right now. They're both on a carnivore diet, trying to lose a few pounds. So luckily for us, Clint talked to the chef, and he's going to do a carnivore menu for the next 3 days for us.
All right, guys, welcome to the Carnivore Corral. Today we have a bacon wrapped Gims buck stuffed with cream cheese, smoked on the pit with mesquite wood. We have some mesquite cooked chicken breast with a carnivore Alfredo sauce, garlic butter shrimp with steak, some asparagus, garlic butter asparagus, rolls, and some extra Alfredo sauce on the side.
All right, dig in.
Go ahead, guys. Go ahead, guys. What?
Oh, yeah?
Nice and cool morning, no wind today. Let's see if we can get it done here today.
What do you think, Hunter? Well, we're in a new spot this morning. Another spot that we've been seeing this buck. I heard one ripping up here yesterday, so hopefully he comes out this morning.
We got one on the ground already. Big Rod got one last night.
Yeah.
Hopefully, got them out scouting for us. Well, that's second morning down there to G5. We've seen a bunch of exotics, seen some rams, seen a black buck, ended up seeing a few axis deer. One pretty good buck, but that big old 35-incher raptor keeps giving us the slip. The fun thing about coming to hunting camp is getting to meet new people and, getting to hang out with Hunter the last couple of days. Turns out we all have a lot in common.
I'm Hunter West. I'm a guide here at the G5. I've been here part-time, full-time, whenever they need help for the last 4 or 5 years, and I've enjoyed the heck out of it. It's been fun. It's a great operation, and love the people. They treat me like family. Couldn't ask for a better place.
Well, we decided it was time to head back to the lodge and get these guys a carnivore breakfast. Well, after a big breakfast, we decided to hop on a side-by-side, go for a drive, and see how many exotics we could see.
So we got into the exotic business many years ago, basically so that our hunters had more animals to hunt. A lot of our whitetail guys, after they shoot a whitetail, they love shooting extra animals, and also they're great to bring their kids or their wife down and hunt the exotics as an add-on to the whitetails.
Today for lunch, we have carnivore cubanos, as well as some Gims buck smoked sausage, rolls, and we got some French onion dip for y'all today.
Look at that. Gotta be proud of my pipeline boys. They are carnivoring it.
Yeah.
They're gonna try to both reach 100 years old, so they're gonna start getting healthy right now.
I don't want to reach 100.
All right, we're going to a new blind tonight called the Axis Deer Blind, so it's got the right name. I'm going to put a GoPro on the ground and try to get some cool footage.
night number 2. We're still after the elusive axis deer. So hopefully my luck will turn here tonight. We're in a new blind again this afternoon. We're set out about 200 yards where we saw a good group of axis this morning. It's got a couple really good shooter bucks in it, so we'll see what happens.
Well, the first animal of the night was a big group of eland, and there was one giant bull in there. It was fun watching him for a little while. Well, maybe an hour in the hunt, we had the first axis buck come out, and he didn't want nothing to do with them eland. He checked him out, and he just ran right out of the field. Well, just Stace's luck. We're sitting in there, and next thing you know, we get a text from Rod. He's got 3 shooters in front of him.
He got a nice 34, 35-inch giant axis came in. Big, old, mature axis buck.
Last evening we saw at least 10 to 12 shooters. We're hoping to put him on those and see what happens.
Well, the big buck we've been after showed up at the stand. We sat at the first afternoon, so we jumped out, made a play. Now we're sitting back in the stand we sat the first afternoon, see if he comes back out. Fingers are crossed. Yeah, they are. Get down the wire.
Well, we switched stands, and a bunch of them axis deer ended up coming back in, but neither one of the shooters showed back up, so it looks like Stacy's bad luck continues.
Lucked out, tug out on a beautiful axis the first evening. Talked to my guide, Travis, and he said they had some beautiful black bucks on the ranch, and we decided the next day we'd go after one of those and ended up with a beauty after a day and a half.
Matt.
He's a shooter. That worked out.
Oh yeah, just like a plan.
Got some blood.
Black buck blood.
Okay, I had to track this bad boy. Huh. There he is right there. Shoot, yeah. Watch your step there. Nice black buck.
I wonder where the bullet
Right, looks like right there.
It must have been stunning on a strong angle or something.
Old Hot Rod strikes again. Great way to end day number 2.
If you're interested in booking a hunt here at the G5, please give me a shout. My cell number is 210-213-5306. You can also see us on the web at huntg5ranch@gmail.com.
Well, make sure you check back in for part 2 of our adventure down there to G5 Ranch. It's going to be another awesome adventure.